Are you guys ready for what possibly an hour-long episode of Amatsutsumi? I know I am. Maybe. We'll see. The hand of salvation. The hand that will end her suffering. Shuddering, she raises her torso from the bed, then collapses forward. I catch her body and cradle it in my arms. It's incredibly emaciated, but I can tell that it's the same body as my Hotaru's. I bring my mouth to her ear. Come, let me grant Hotaru's wish. You are not the real Minazuki Hotaru. The words are not what she expected, but I've foreseen everything. I hug her body even more tightly. I'll say it once more. You are not the real Minazuki Hotaru. Her bewildered voice rings in my ears. You should realize. Smart as you are, you should realize what it is that I'm trying to do. There it is. The original Hotaru begins to struggle in my arms, trying to get away from me. But she has no strength. I don't let her go. I simply continue to speak. I don't have enough life force left in me to save anyone anymore. But by doing this, I can still save Minazuki Hotaru. She said it herself. She was the real Hotaru, and the Hotaru I knew was a series of fake puppets. I can't save this Hotaru. There is no way to do so. And I mustn't do so. In which case, all I have to do is switch their natures. You are the puppet. And she is the real Hotaru. If I do that, Minazuki Hotaru will survive in a healthy body. This way, life force is neither added nor subtracted from anyone. So even I, as I am now, can accomplish it. Your cycle of suffering and misfortune will end. And the world can continue to turn unperturbed. With my kotodama, it is possible. And that's all there is to it. I held firmly in my arms a single soul that's trying desperately to live on. I can't bring myself to love this Hotaru, but I can love her soul. You are only a bad dream. You, lying in your dark bed, laughing at others' unhappiness even while you animate them, cannot be allowed to be the real Hotaru. The real Hotaru is unquestionably her, standing under the blue summer sky, praying for others' happiness and helping them achieve it. There is something known as Amatsutsumi. A sin committed by a god. You see that you and I are both gods. If that be the case, we cannot be allowed to live here in the human world. Number 4, Shikimaki. The sin of planting your seeds on land where others have already planted theirs. When someone is struggling desperately to survive, to strip them of that well, that desire is a sin, even for an all-powerful god. So, if you call yourself Hotaru's god, you must die.
私は生きたいの。苦しいことは、いや、辛いことは、苦しいことは、いや、生きて、幸せになりたい。
Her voice pours out of her throat as large tears roll down her cheeks. She resists me with all her might. Indeed, no matter how many times I speak my kotodama to her, I can't tell it's not getting through. Her wish, her will, and her strength, though evil, are absolute. Even if she's committed a sin, she still wants to live. She still wants to become happy. She wants these things badly enough that she's even able to resist my kotodama. I understand. I may be the only one who can understand. There's one more piece to the puzzle. And that missing piece is something you once taught me, Hotaru. You can't simply tell people what to do. First and foremost, you have to respect their perspective. Yes, you are me. Hotaru, it's over. You've done all you can. You tried your best. So if you'll give up on yourself, I'll die with you. Hotaru is dumbfounded. And at that instant, I finally break through. From the sudden pain shooting through my chest, I know that my kotodama has pierced her soul.
それなら、いいかな。あなたが一緒に死んでくれるなら、もう、いいかな。
For a moment, I can almost hear her thoughts, spoken by a voice directly from her heart. They are spoken in a silent voice, straight from her heart. It's a voice overflowing with loneliness, but at long last, it's a lovely human voice. Realizing what's happened, she wells in despair. Her will to live was flawless to the point of divinity, but for a split second it cracked. For a split second she gave up, and that was enough. I slowly let her go. She continues to whimper as she falls back onto the bed and sinks deep into her pillow. I'm sorry, Hotaru. All I can give you now is my pity, but I'm sorry. You and I have maybe 3 hours left. My wish came true. As the kotodama had escaped my lips, part of it had entered my ears. That's how much feeling I put into it. I am he who speaks, pain but the word, bone but the word. If you are to disappear at midnight, then that is when I, Chiu, will meet my end. She whispers.
何を、私はそんな時間で何をどうすれば。
A look of disbelief is plastered on her face. As if suddenly remembering my presence, she turns her pleading eyes on me. Whenever the original Hotaru became one of the puppets she so despised, she was finally able to reconnect to the world again. And today is no different. I return her gaze. You know the answer? Think for yourself and decide.
私か。
If you really are Minazuki Hotaru, then you can do it. I looked at the room's one window, closed and covered by curtains. I draw back the curtains, unlock the window and throw it open. The humid air of the world outside comes pouring in, filling the dark and lifeless room. It's summer now. With that, I turn to leave. I hear laughter rising from the darkness behind me. Completely insane laughter. But I don't look back. I won't see her again.
Ikinasai.
I'm making my way down the shore of the lake now. My breathing is ragged. I'm dragging my feet along, one after another, as I slowly make my way down the beach. But I am still alive. It's got a short walk from the hospital to here, but it's already taken me 2 full hours. Is this the end of my life? I feel incredibly tired. I can barely tell where my skin ends and the night air begins. But I am beset by the sensation that I might evaporate at any moment. It feels familiar. This is the 3rd time I felt this way after all. This time there's really no saving me. First time's a charm. Even if Anna Berta miraculously appeared for me, there's nothing she could do. We made a promise, and promises are meant to be kept. Yeesh. As I recall, Kokoro once angrily asked me whether collapsing was my hobby. But this time, it's fine. There is still a little more time before I kiss the beloved ground. Dragging my feet, I keep moving. And finally, I arrive.
Ikinasai.
The fireplace are dancing among the flowers that grow here.
Ikinasai.
In my heart, I heard the voice of my mother when she tried to save me all those years ago. Recently, the voice is much weaker than it used to be, but it's still always with me. Even at a time like this, the remnant of my mother's will is still trying to save her child's life. I did live. I can't take an hour's step. It feels like my feet have taken root in the ground. I can barely feel my own body heat anymore, or my pulse. But I am still smiling. Thank you, Mom.
So. よかったわね。
I think I hear the voice reply. And then the voice disappears from my heart forever. My mind is blank. I have no regrets to ponder. I would have liked for my life to flash before my eyes, at least. To see Kokoro, Zuki-san, Mana, Kyoko, Koichi, and so many others. But instead my mind is empty. I'm suffused with happiness. I lived. I made it all the way through and enjoyed every minute. The lights of the fireplace in the air remind me of the lights floating on the water of the lake during the water and lantern ceremony. I know it's a little crass, but I managed to take out my phone and check the time. 11:58 p.m. I still have 2 minutes. Ah, that's right. I remember one last promise I haven't fulfilled. I told her I'd see her again soon. Of course, I knew I wouldn't be able to keep that promise. It was a lie. Part of me did hope she'd be waiting here for me in this field, just before the end. Unfortunately, thanks to my kotodama, she must still be in the chapel. It's alright. Today, you really will sleep well. And tomorrow you'll wake up to your first 8th day. Another 30 seconds or so. I'm going to die, huh? It seems a little uncouth to leave a corpse in this field, doesn't it? I breathe in. What butterfly got in my mouth? This is my last breath. I breathe out. I speak my final words. Somewhere, somehow, we'll meet again. Hotaru Hotaru. I see it now. My hands are beginning to glow faintly. I wish I could have lived. I wish I could have lived longer. To see my little Hotaru springs forth in my breast. I've always tried to be honest to myself, but I guess I did want to live after all. I wanted to live on with Hotaru by my side. I wanted to have more fun. I wanted to learn more things. I love this world. My vision begins to blur. For a moment, I think my eyes and face are starting to dissolve into light too. But now, I feel something hot flowing down my cheeks. Huh? I'm amazed. I touch my hand to my cheek, then bring my fingers to my face. They're streaked with a thin, clear liquid. Tears? My lips move silently. Interesting. So this is what it's like to cry. As the tears continue to roll down my cheeks, I can't help but smile in fascination. At the absolute last minute, Hotaru has sent me yet another gift. I open my eyes. My mind is blank. I tried to remember. I couldn't move. I was crying my eyes out. Eventually, I lay down on the floor and fell into a very restful sleep.
Makoto.
I recall his name. The name of the person I love the most in this world. He isn't here. I stand up. I can't move. Then I remember I'm wearing a long dress. A wedding dress. A wedding. I leave the chapel in his cool and quiet air. Outside, I'm beset by the humid summer heat. The sky is dark, the darkest part of the night, just before dawn.
月曜日。
Yes, midnight must be long past. I hike up my wedding dress, and I run. The hospital. With nothing to drown them out, the echoes of my footsteps ring loud around me as I rush down the corridor. She's not here. No one is here. Then I, who should have been here, isn't here. Because I'm here. I run. The lake. I find something strange. There are countless sets of footprints at the shore, but only one shows signs of something being dragged along the ground. Someone shuffled painfully past here. She followed us. I run. Our secret meeting place. Many beautiful memories float through the air here. I look around. He's not here. No one is here. No. Something is here. His yukata is laying on the ground. There is nothing inside. I stand still, my mind blank, unable to think. Everything is ended. And I am here. A single light leaves the flock of fireflies and makes its way towards me. It must be used to humans such as myself. It slowly floats past my shoulder, down my cheek, as if caressing me.
Hotaru.
No, it's not. It's a light. Inside the light, there is no living being. It's pure light, faintly shining as it floats through the air. The light settles on my unconsciously outstretched hand. It lands on my left ring finger, and there it faintly sparkles. Gently, I cover it with my other hand. I bring it to my chest, and I embrace it. It's so warm. My tears overflow. I cry out with all my strength and all my heart. I cry out the name of the one I love. I cry out louder than I ever have or will. I cry out, my face streaked with tears, my eyes red, my nose running. You kept your promise. We really did meet again. So, I will try to live, after all. But I'm sorry. And thank you. One day, I'm sure I'll be able to smile again. But for today, please, let me cry. Wait, Hotaru won? Wait, what? I just noticed the whiteboard. Yeah. Epilogue. August, the height of summer. That week, the week of miracles, is over. And since then, another week has come and gone. This is the world after the midnight chime. It's just the same as it ever was. I keep my fingers crossed, hoping something extra fun will happen while the world continues to turn. Happily. Peacefully.
じゃあね、猫ちゃん。
Having finished visiting a veritable rain of head pats for the kittens, set up again. They've been growing bit by bit since we first discovered them that day. It's proof that time is flowing.
しかし、暑いわ。
I have to say, unpleasant experiences makes you feel like you're alive. But this much heat several days in a row is enough to defeat anyone. I found my parasol. I feel a little cooler now. But I can't help tilting it to peek up at the sky from time to time. Because, well, it's summer. I buy an immune soda at the roadside stall. I quench my thirst as I walk, rattling the marble on the neck of the glass bottle. Strange patterns dance on the ground, the sunlight that cracks chaotically through the glass.
瓶のラムネはキスの味。
I held a chilled bottle against my cheek. The sensation wets my skin, but it feels nice. For some reason, even though it's cold, it reminds me of your warm hand. Look at me, Makoto-san. I'm alive. Why aren't you alive, though? I hear the chirping of cicadas. I hear bird song. I hear the sound of the waves. I smell the slightly fishy odor of the lake. I smell the grass. I see so many people. I see their smiles. And I hear their voices. Through the soles of my shoes, I feel the reassuring presence of the earth. The more I sweat, the more I feel the breeze coming up the lake.
ちょっと寂しくて、毎日頑張ってるくせに泣いちゃうんだけど。でも、生きてるよ。
That is a happy thing. All by itself. I am alive. Sometimes I wonder whether my old self, the original Hotaru, got your wish after all. Did I use you and your power to... Well, who knows? No matter what answer I come up with, what I choose to regret, or how I come to live with it, it won't change anything. That's just how humans are. But there's one thing I'm sure of. By meeting you, I was able to find happiness. I'm still happy now. And I'm sure I'll continue to be happy from now on.
ありがとう。
Words of thanks are good words. Makoto-san, can you hear them? As I stand gazing into the sky, I sense someone standing next to me.
やーやー、ホタル。元気かね？どうしたの？心ん。
There are many things about my best friend that I don't quite understand. No need to jump scare us. Like, why is she here? Or why recently she stopped bear hugging me every time we meet? That is concerning. But with Kokoro, that's only natural, I suppose. She's spontaneous to the core. What you see is what you get.
暑いね。暑い。ラムネちょうだい。ダメ。日傘貸して。ダメ。意地悪。私、アイスのおごり、忘れてません。
Yes. Still do, huh?
あれ？そんな話してたかな？
Kokoro spectacularly fails to whistle as she turns her head away from me towards the lake. Looking at her face and profile, I venture to ask a question.
ねえ、マナちゃんは、まだ家にいる？ いるよ。しばらく体調悪くして寝込んでたけど、最近はお腹が空いたってご飯をいっぱい食べるようになった。あれで体重が増えないどころか、おっぱいが大きくなるんだから。世の中って不平等だよね。
Figure, you say? Did you hear that, Makoto? Maybe you wanna allow yourself again?
あと最近、お店の手伝いもするようになった。そう。
Nice. Nana's-chan surely guesses what's happened, but apparently she decided to stay in this town. Yuka-san had that incident with Suzuka, she probably knows as well. Kokoro and Suzuki-san, I'm not sure. It's really hard to mention Makoto-san in front of them, and even now, I haven't found out the situation. But both of them seem to be acting far too normally. Could Mana-chan have used her kotodama to erase their memories of Makoto-san?
ねえ、ココロン。はいよー。誠さん、どこ行っちゃったんだろうね。お。
Kokoro looks at me. I wonder what emotion she'll show me. But she betrays all my expectations by flashing me a bright smile.
兄さんはね、また旅に出たんだよ。
She takes my hand, the one not holding the parasol, into her own. Then she stands beside me and faces the lake too.
だって兄さん、いつもこっそり出かけちゃって、どこか変なところで行き倒れてるんだもん。
I didn't do that so many times for you to judge, but okay.
またどこかで、私みたいな子に塩キャンディーをもらって、妙なことに巻き込まれて、帰るに帰れなくなっちゃってるの。携帯なくして、電話番号もわからなくなって、連絡できなくて。そもそも、方向音痴っぽいし、うちがどこにあるのかも、わからなくなっちゃってるの。でも、いつか帰ってくるよ。だって、兄さんを大好きな人が、ここにはたくさんいるんだから。
So many people who want his dick.
きっと、帰ってくるよ。
You're welcome for me ruining the moment.
そうだね。
She really is. I sort of feel like he might suddenly pop up at any moment. Yes, he always was a summer traveler.
よし！
Kokoro suddenly shouts.
私アイス買ってくる！はあ、ええ。
I take out my wallet and move a 500 yen coin.
ココロンはホタルにおごりで、ココロンの分は私が出すよ。ちょっと高いの食べちゃおう。わーい、ホタルン大好き！
She shouts over her shoulder with a smile as she runs off with my coin clutched in her fist. Yeesh.
あれで、気を使ってるのかな？
I don't think I'll ever fully understand Kokoron or Azuki-san. While I wait, I turn back to the lake. I tilt back my parasol and look up at the blue sky. I gently rub my belly. I want to make sure to warm it up in advance, so it doesn't get too cold after Kokoron comes back. What kind of things to hatch from eggs anyway?
ねえ。あなたは、今、何色ですか？
I murmur to the summer sky. To you, wherever your travels have taken you. I hope my voice reaches you. From now on, I'm sure I'll look up at the autumn, winter, and spring skies in just the same way. And I'm sure I'll ask you the same question as many times as it takes. But the truth is, I already know the answer. What color are you? What you're looking at? And what are you looking at? Why is this two sons? Excuse me. A bright, sunny blue. The end. But is it really? Only gallery will tell. A choice has been added in Hotaru 8. I know it. Oh!
Amatsutsumi.
It changed! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep! There's definitely more.
Amatsutsumi.
Can I I'll factor some of this later. Can I load
Amatsutsumi.
back to here and get another option? Yeah. I don't know why we can do it, but let's just go with it. Let's just go with a different option this time. You know what? I'll try out something. To the next choice, maybe?
それじゃあ、着替えや洗面用具を取りに、一度私の家に行かないとですね。
What? It brought me here! Okay. I can't do anything. I can't skip the next choice. I can still skip next. Well, guess we're continuing from here.
誠さんは先に帰っていてもいいよ。
No, it's pretty late, so I'll walk with you.
はい、送り王子様。
Chuckling, she turns around and starts to walk away. That's when I notice. On her back, there is a single green light, slowly blinking. I simply pluck it from her clothes, being careful not to let her notice. It's a single firefly. It seems to have accidentally followed us back from the flower garden.
どうしました？
From a little distance ahead, Hotaru calls back to me. Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. I'll catch up with you.
は
I'm that tall. She looks a little dubious, then starts walking again. She must be excited for tonight's sleepover because there is a spring in her step. I put my hand and hold up the finger the firefly is sitting on to let it fly away. I hope it can find its way back home. Huh? But the green light remains perched on my finger. Did I hurt its wings when I plucked it up Hotaru's back? It doesn't seem like it. No, it looks like it's just resting on my finger. I don't know whether it makes sense to say this about an insect, but maybe this firefly likes humans. How quaint. I got a fan. Whoop whoop. Hey firefly, don't fly away until I say you can. I don't know if my kotodama works on insects, but I'll give it a try anyway. Then I start walking, hurrying to catch up with Hotaru. We enter the town and soon we arrive at the hospital. Hotaru was walking ahead of me, so she hasn't noticed her little namesake perched on my finger. Now I got two Hotarus with me. I purposely didn't mention it to her either. It seemed more fun that way.
待ってくれるって言いますけど、30分くらいかかりますよ。
Huh? Oh, I see. I don't think it would take more than 5 minutes to grab some clothes and a few small items. But did you say women take longer to get ready to leave the house than men, I guess? That's fine with me. I'll be waiting here.
すみません。本当は家に上がってもらってもいいんですけど。
It's fine. If you did that, you'll probably end up having to use my kotodama and your parents after all.
はい。これ以上両親を困らせたくもないので。なるべく早く済ませます。
She bows apologetically, then scoots the main hospital building to go to her house in the back. The firefly is still sitting on my finger. I look up at the sky. It's filled with countless stars. I held up my finger to place the firefly's pale green light among them. I paused to take in the beauty of the sight. It seems like recently, either something crazy is happening or I'm having fun chatting with friends. It's been a while since I've had some quiet time to myself. At times like this, I remember my lonely nights back in the village. There I do sit in the darkness of my house, staring at nothing, and waiting for sleep to come. It's barely been a month since then, but now it almost feels nostalgic. Suddenly, something occurs to me. The thought of my past self, trapped in the village, reminds me of the other Hotaru, who must still be trapped in that hospital room. I hate her so much I almost want to kill her, and yet, but now, I somehow feel a strange empathy with her. Is she also staring into the darkness, waiting for sleep? Back then, in my dark room, I would dream about leaving the village and meeting new people. Maybe in her desperation to live, she sees my kotodama as her light in the darkness. Just like the light of this firefly as it sits here on my finger, ready to fly away at any time. There is still some time before Hotaru will be ready. I start walking, trying to keep my finger as still as possible. The firefly still hasn't taken flight. I made a kind of a bet. I'm not sure which side I'm betting on, but it's a bet. If this firefly decides to fly away, I'll go back and wait for Hotaru and take her home with me, just as planned. But if it doesn't, maybe I'll try meeting with the other Hotaru just one more time, because I'm still not sure what I plan to do with her. I slip past the nurse using my kotodama and make my way down the dark corridor. I enter the other Hotaru's room without knocking. As usual, this room seems permeated with a darkness deeper than dark. The other Hotaru looks at me surprised. Her gaze is sharp and mistrustful. Good evening. That's what we say in the evening, dumbass. Despite my perhaps unnecessary explanation, she refuses to respond. Even with her sharp intuition, she doesn't seem to be able to guess why I'm visiting her. That's not surprising, since I don't really know why I'm doing this either. Narawa takes the initiative to speak first, so for a moment we simply gaze into each other's eyes wordlessly. Seeing her face makes the rage boil up inside me again. Here is the woman who dared to call my Hotaru a worthless puppet! Absolutely unforgivable! But... The second of my tickling sensation on my finger, I feel my rage subside a little. Thank you, mini Hotaru. I say, look, I hadn't come to kill you or anything.
今のところは、でしょ。言い回しがそうなってるわよ。
If that's what you think, you don't look very surprised by it.
あなたの言霊は、人を殺せる力があるからこそ、私を生かす可能性も秘めている。それに、放っておいても死ぬ人間が、今さら殺される心配なんて、滑稽もいいところよ。
She sighs too and lies back on her pillow again. Unlike mine, her sigh isn't because she's managed to contain her rage. She's just tired from speaking those few sentences.
で、殺すつもりじゃないなら、私を生かす方法が見つかったの？
Unfortunately, no, that's not it either.
じゃあ、帰りなさいよ。
The firefly... I held my finger to show the firefly to her, but it takes off and begins to rise into the air. I guess my kotodama didn't work on it after all. It was just sinking on my finger for its own reasons, whatever they were. I'm glad its wings weren't injured. Yeah. Her eyeballs rotate in her head, dragging the green light as it wanders around the room. The fireflies were beautiful by the lake. I finished my sentence.
虫けら。
It's what you and Hotaru are named after. I think it's a beautiful insect.
ホタルは私だけよ。あれは人形。
You! Whatever. If you keep talking, eventually I'm going to feel like strangling you. Okay. I've done what I came to do. Goodbye.
ちょっと、待ちなさい。
I turned back to her.
虫を部屋に放り込んで、それだけ？嫌がらせに来たの？捕まえて帰りなさいよ。
I cocked my head, wondering what to do. Do you know any poems about fireflies?
何を急に。
Just answer me.
物を思えば、沢のホタルも我が身より、憧れいずる玉かとぞ見る。泉式部とか。
I see. That's right. It's the poem Hotaru taught me, about tragic, passionate love. This Hotaru knows that same poem. She'd probably say that's obvious since she's the one who originally learned the poem. But the Hotaru in this room hasn't seen the beauty of the fireplace in that hidden garden by the lake. This Hotaru hasn't experienced the passion of love. They're the same, yet different. They're different, yet the same. Maybe I came here to show this Hotaru the beauty of a firefly's light. Maybe I wanted her to remember how its tiny glow illuminates the darkness. Come to think of it, kotodama works on you, doesn't it?
そうでないと困る。
No kidding. In that case, I think I'll leave her a special goodbye. Today, you'll sleep well and have sweet dreams.
え？
Just a little magic spell. I'll be back. Toodaloo. I turn again to leave.
ちょっと！
I hear her flustered voice behind me. But I'll leave anyway to go to meet my Hotaru. And no one else's. Cause if somebody touches my Hotaru, they will be dead. Or they will join Makoto's army. Okay. I stare at the door, but it seems like he's really left for good this time. The firefly wanders around, disturbing the once static darkness of the room. I can't help following its irregular flashing light with my eyes. As you said, fireflies are what I'm named after. But this firefly's presence in the room only annoys me. This time, I really have no idea what that man was trying to do. Why a bug? Is he trying to taunt me? Saying I'm not going to live any longer than this bug? Or did he just come here on a whim for no real reason? Did he come here to get yelled at by me because he's a masochist? I can't focus my thoughts. Recently I felt like my brain is covered in fog. This is the first time it's been this bad. It's all because of that fucking firefly distracting me. No matter how hard I try to ignore it, it draws my eye into darkness. I know a little bit about fireflies. I'm named after them after all, so of course I've done some research on them. Assuming it's Luciola cruciata, it only lived 1 or 2 weeks after emerging from its pupa. Surprisingly, it's a carnivorous species. And their larvae fed on small snails. But as adults, their mouths become messy, and they can't eat anymore. They can only drink dew. and so they quickly die. Even their lives are just part of their mating ritual. And people call that beautiful? Pathetic. They're illogical animals, killing themselves just to find love. It's so damn irritating. I like the seasonless, monochromatic eternity of the darkness in this room. The firefly leaves a faint green trail as it flits about the room. I don't want or need light or color here. It must be summer outside. Just the thought of it makes me want to spit. This firefly is so fucking irritating. I want to slap it against the wall and squash it. But I can't be bothered to get up out of bed. I could call a nurse. But no, I don't want to. I hate the way you look at me. You treat me like I'm a tumor. I hate the way they bow and scrape for me, not for my sake, but for my parents. I hate how obviously uncomfortable and confused they are when they see the puppets with my face going about their business. I wish to do all die. The world is full of people worth far less than me. Healthy, stupid people smiling happily over the stupidest things. I hate them all. This world is full of idiots, trash, and scum. I wish I could crush them all underfoot. I've never met anyone who's better than me. So why do they all get to live when I have to die? They should die too. They should die first. When I finally go, I'm going to take the entire world down with me. When I finally go, I'm going to wish for that power. Lost in my thoughts, I hadn't noticed its approach, but the firefly has come within my arms. Within arm's reach of me now. At last I realized that the only sources of moisture in the room are the glass of water on the bedside table. And me. I lift my heavy, numb arm. Trembling with the effort, I bring my hand to my face. I lick the palm of my hand, smearing it with my saliva, then hold it out in the air. After a while, the firefly decides that's good enough for it and gets sucked into my hand. Wait, there is some light in her eyes now. Or it's just me. It's ridiculous at me as it walks around in my palm. When I was young, it didn't bother me, but now it makes me feel sick. It's fucking bug. This fucking bug. One of the few things even closer to death than I am. All I have to do is clench my fist, and one life would be snuffed out. I could do it right now. It do make my hand dirty, but it would feel oh so good. Now I see. That man brought the firefly here to amuse me, just like this. And so I... keep it as a pet!